AITA for sleeping with my frenemy on my wedding day? For reference, this happened about 5 years ago, but I was confronted about it recently. I am a very boring person, and this was literally the only dramatic thing that has ever happened to me in my life. 6 years ago, my fiancé proposed to me. I was thrilled. We planned a beautiful, intimate wedding. I've always gotten along with his friends and family. His mother adores me. We've disagreed, but we didn't argue. We found ways to resolve our problems. Inside and out, we were a great couple. I never thought he would literally leave me at the altar. Our families, friends, and even the officiator kept trying to reassure me, but almost 2 hours after the ceremony was supposed to start, I got a call saying he got cold feet and didn't want to get married. He wanted to get more out of life before being tied down. I did some things I'm not proud of. I begged my mom to get me out of the dress, and I tore the stupid thing. I left the wedding after everyone kept looking at me with pitying eyes. I fended off a lot of calls from friends and family telling them I was fine and I didn't want to talk. Here's the thing: I was called an AH for. I have a frenemy. We've known each other since middle school. He's always been a class clown bully. I was not attractive growing up, and he would jokingly flirt with me and try to annoy me as much as possible. He never really grew out of either of those things. So when he called to check up on me, or really to rub it in my face that I was dating a loser who dumped me on my wedding day, he asked if I wanted to hook up with him. I said yes because my life was ruined anyways. What could be worse? He picked me up and we slept together. He is the second person I had been with, the first being my fiancé. It wasn't religious, I just saw it as special that we were each other's first and only. My fiancé evidently didn't feel the same. I blocked my fiancé, as did the rest of my family. His mom profusely apologized and said his late father would never have approved of what he did. My now ex-fiancé contacted me recently. He wanted closure, he said. He apologized for ghosting me, but he immediately said that it didn't justify me sleeping someone else the night of our wedding. I told him it wasn't a healthy thing to do, but I've gotten comments from his friends that I acted badly and they would have left me too. I don't even know what I did wrong. AITA? Update. Ex-fiancé called and apologized. I suspect but have no evidence someone may have sent him my post. Nothing stays quiet in a small town. He said he regretted what he said the moment it came out of his mouth, but the damage was done. He apologized again and promised that he would repay his half of the wedding. I'm not holding my breath. Some things to clarify. What was the actual reason for him getting cold feet? 2 major things. First, he found out his uncle, who he's very close to, took out a lot of debt in his name. It's fraud, but he didn't want to turn his own uncle into the police. He was afraid that I would resent him for putting me in a bad financial position right off the bat. Second, I didn't want to move to a major city. I am very happy living in our hometown and I earn a very good living. He wanted to move and he needed the extra money from a better job in a major city to pay off the debt. He felt stifled. Instead of talking to me, he began thinking of more and more reasons to not get married, but he was paralyzed by choice and ran out the clock. I was humiliated because he couldn't just talk to me like an adult but instead ran away. He also admitted he thought we would find our way back to each other. Was Frenemy at the wedding? No, it was just close friends and family, but if you live in a town like mine, everyone knew by midday. Are you and Frenemy going to ride off into the sunset together? No. I'm not joking when I say he annoys me and just brings up a lot of negative emotions. It's not cutesy or old married couple bugging each other. He consistently just did things that ruined my day. In class, he would riffle through my notes and scatter them, shut my computer off during computer lab, break my things, and constantly taunt me. He would also grab me or kick me or play wrestle. When we were 14, he broke my arm in an accident. And he wouldn't stop hitting on me. And those things didn't stop when we grew up. It just became a part of my life. I don't know why I did it. Maybe it was self-destructive, maybe it was because I wanted to know why my fiancé left for this, whatever it was. I know I should stop. He still makes me upset. He'll mess with my stuff when he's over at my apartment, he'll steal my food, he's still very grabby and he still taunts me. But he's so much nicer when we sleep together and I want to shake him and ask him why he has to be nice for only a couple hours. If he changed, I would be happy. But then he goes back to taunting me. But then he goes and does something inexplicably sweet. He's a good person but he's mean. It's very self-destructive and I know I'm just looking for the scraps of love I can get. And I'm stuck in this spiral. It's a lot looking back at what I've written, but thanks for listening.